Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have Mars placed in the first house in our astrological birth chart. So one thing to take note of is that I am a Vedic astrologer and not a Western astrologer. So if you're looking for Western astrology, a lot of this stuff can be used in Western astrology. It's just that, like, if you're getting a Vedic reading from me, or an astrology reading from me, I use the Vedic system. So I would check that out. It's a much more accurate system. I have videos talking about the differences between Vedic astrology and Western astrology, and there's such a big difference, and it's really, really huge, the differences. So anyway, yeah, let's get into Mars in the first house. So before I get into that, I just like to let you guys know that I do have my Vedic astrology readings, as well as my astrology certification course and my birth time rectification service that I do. That's for unknown birth times. I have all that stuff on sale, so you can check it out down here at gebotheshaman.com. And yeah, let's get into Mars in the first house. So in order to understand what Mars in the first house is or means, we need to understand what Mars means, and then we'll talk about what the first house means, put them together, and Bob's your uncle. We have our own analysis for it. So what is Mars? Mars is the planet of action. Mars is the planet of war. Mars is the warrior, but also the general who plans and strategizes and takes action. Mars is physical energy, so chi. Mars is prana, chi, life force energy, and so Mars, Mars is all about, like, the physical body, so physical actions, sports, competitiveness, aggression, competition, things like that, like Olympic sports and things like that. It's just physical activity, physical competition, things like that. It's very aggressive, very masculine planet. And so then we have this in the first house. Now, the first house corresponds to the first sign, which is Aries. So even though you might not have Aries in your first house with Mars in here, but you'll have some sign in there. But just letting you know, the first house, there's a correlation between the first house and the first sign. So Aries, Aries is ruled by Mars, and so it's kind of fitting that Mars would be in the first house. It's a really good thing. It's a really positive, really beneficial thing, because Mars brings energy to your physical body. So what is the first house? The first house is your physical body. It is the vessel through which your soul has incarnated and come down into earth. And so when we have Mars in the first house, this is a very good, very beneficial thing, because it brings it brings vitality, it brings energy, vitality, energy, vitality, and good health to the physical body. So someone with this placement with Mars in the first house will be very healthy. Mars can also has its can also have its drawbacks and its challenges, like maybe, inflammation or something like that. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's a really positive thing. So, um, so yeah, so with Mars in the first house, the it'll be aspecting the fourth house, the seventh house, and the eighth house, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that's it, but I haven't done my, I don't have my uh, astrological stuff in front of me right now, but yeah. Anyway, so those are the houses to look at um, with Mars aspecting. So, what else can I say about this? Yeah, it's just, first house, this is your ascendant. This means that, the this has to do with a lot of people say that the first house represents the face, the head and the face. So you might have like um, it also represents the whole entirety of the physical body. So you might have what is called in Vedic or in Vedic Ayurvedic the Ayurvedic system, Pitta dosha, which means like a fiery constitution. So that means that you have a lot of Mars energy, a lot of heat, a lot of fire in you, and that's great because your stomach needs fire, needs that Agni to digest the food and things like that. And so it can be great, but when it's out of balance, then it's not good. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So that's just something that you need to be aware of. All right, so let me check on time. Yeah, let me just wrap this up. So, yeah, I guess that does it for me for this Mars in the first house. If you have any questions or anything, leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And, if you're interested in my Vedic astrology certification course, that actually, when you pass the test for that, you'll get your own Vedic astrology website, and you'll get, I'll help you, I'll kind of promote you on the channel, and get you to, get some clients for you. So yeah, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. And then we have the Vedic astrology readings. So I have a basic reading that I do for everybody. But then if you want like me to go into your career or your relationships or things like that, then that's an extra thing that I offer. And then we have the birth time rectifications. So you can go to gebotheshaman.com and check out my birth time rectifications. A lot of people are getting into astrology nowadays, and they just they might not have an accurate birth time, so it's important to actually have that, have a birth time that you can count on. So that birth time rectification helps, is an easy system. It's pretty easy, I follow a system, but it's also very time consuming for me, so that's why I charge so much for it. And then the other thing with birth time rectification is that other astrologers get your birth time to around 10 minutes or so, but I guarantee that that I get it, within a minute. So that's also something to be aware of. So then we have the distance energy healing, and I just did a video on that, so you can actually use that video to heal yourself. But if you'd like, I also do distance energy healing for clients. So if you want me to heal you, if you want me to send energy your way, all that stuff is on sale. And like everything that you see up here, that's all on sale, guys. So you can go to GeboTheShaman.com, check everything out. And then we have the career coaching and the life coaching. So if you're one of those people who is struggling in life, you don't have your stuff together, if you maybe are having challenges finding your perfect, path and purpose in this life, then there's no better way to find that than to book a career consultation. And then we have the ritual magic courses and the qigong courses. So these are extremely powerful, extremely healing. If you're going through any kind of emotional stuff, these things are incredibly healing and incredibly transformative to the psyche and really connect you with your soul. And that's the core of like everything that I teach and everything that I do, every service that I charge for, is connecting you with your soul. Vedic astrology, it's just telling you what it's just telling you about yourself. Birth time, stuff helps you. The distance energy healing, that's all about aligning with the soul, aligning with the divine self, the middle path. Career coaching, once again, aligning you with your soul. And qigong, especially, So yeah, so that's what I'm all about. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, go ahead and subscribe. And 90% of you guys are not subscribed, so go ahead and do that if you enjoy my content. If not, then you can go elsewhere, but if you like it, then subscribe. Doesn't hurt. So for all my stuff that I have on sale, you can check it out at GeboTheShaman.com. And yeah, that's about it for me, guys. So we will see you next time. Alright, peace.